So in 2005, Bret and I were living close to each other, and we would get together sometimes and hang out, and we were just talking about what could we do that was kingdom work and not just chasing our career.
It would be nice if we could do something with all the skills that two corporations had poured into us, all the training and stuff we had through the year, something that counted for the kingdom, so to speak. Something that counted for eternity rather than chasing money all day long, which is basically what we did.
And we knew, we had a lot of missionary friends, and we knew that one of the big headaches they had when they came back to visit family and raise support was getting a good car to drive. So we thought, hey, we're car guys and we know missionaries. We're not going to go to the mission field, but we could definitely get them a good car to drive. How hard could that be?
How hard would it be to have a fleet of vans that we gave to missionaries when they came home on furlough? So, started the process and the legal work for a 501c3 in offering transportation to international missionaries of evangelical organizations for when they come home on furlough. The first shop actually was in Mark's garage and my garage in our neighborhood. We operated out of our garages, I think, for almost 2 years.
And about the time we got to 25 vans or so, we figured out we need a facility. So we looked around and we came across this small automotive shop in Moscow Mills that was owned by the Ford dealership, and they rented it to us. And that would have been April 1st of 2010. We signed the lease on that building. So after we rented the building for a couple of years, the old Chrysler dealership across the highway had been for sale, and it had been closed, and I had inquired about them donating it to us when we rented the first building, and they laughed at us. They wanted $3 million for it. And so 3 years later, I went back and said, would you consider a ridiculous offer for this building? And they said, well, make us one. So we offered them $750,000, and they took it. And the week after we signed the deal to buy that building, a guy walks in and goes, I'm starting a church plant. I don't want to call it Northroads, and I'd like to rent half of the building to start this church in. And we did. And basically their rent paid our mortgage for the first few years, and the church grew and it grew. And Northroads became so big that they bought us out of that building.
This opportunity to buy this dealership in Truesdale, Missouri was a Ford dealership that was in the process of going out of business. And we offered $750,000, and they took it. And we bought it, and we had to put in, I think it was $150,000 to bring it back up to speed. And then we took the rest of the money and formed a fund that paid off some of the vans we had, because at the time we were buying some new vans and experimenting with new vans. So we had some loans on some new vans. So we paid those off, and then we put together a fund with a program where our hubs and those that donate, we would match whatever was given to purchase new vans. And so that's how we started, and it took off, and the vans started growing, and we were in this new facility, and here we are today. God blessed in a big way. The current season of Righteous Rides is exciting on several fronts. One, we're nearly 20 years into it, so we have a fairly firm foundation.
I would also say that, over the last year or so, we've seen that we need to begin transitioning at Righteous Rides for the next generation. As Bret and I and Karen and Tina, we get older, we need to bring in younger people. The need is there, the need is greater than we ever thought it would be, and we need to make sure that Righteous Rides is positioned to go on into the future to provide cost-effective transportation for missionaries in a very hassle-free way.